Insperity presents the Small Business Advocate Show with Jim Blasingame, brought to you by FedEx, CareerBuilder.com, and Palo Alto Software. This is a copyrighted production of Small Business Network, Inc., all rights reserved.
We're back. It's 12 after the hour. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Thanks for being part of my day. I'm Jim Blasingame, and you're listening to the Small Business Advocate Show, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad Ramon Ray's here, too, ladies and gentlemen. Ramon is a good friend of ours, a longtime member of our Brain Trust, the editor and the founder of smallbiztechnology.com, the author of Technology Solutions for Growing Businesses, the founder of Growing Businesses, and the founder of the Small Business Summit, which is coming up tomorrow. Ramon Ray, welcome back.
Thank you so much, and I am going crazy preparing for this summit, but thank you very much.
We're glad to have you back. It's tomorrow, right?
It is tomorrow. That's right, all day tomorrow.
All right, and it's tell the audience where it is.
Sure, yeah, it's all day tomorrow, and those who type in Jim Blasingame can get about 20 tickets for complimentary from you, Jim, for the live streaming. So I know everybody can't come, but for the live streaming. But www.smallbiztechsummit.com, smallbiztechsummit.com, tomorrow, Tuesday, all day.
Good for you. Well done. And I remember when that was just a gleam in your eye, Ramon, and I'm proud of you for the way you've grown this event. And so, folks, check it out. One of the things you're going to talk about tomorrow is customer service. Right. Now, tell us what do you think is going to be your experts are going to be talking about.
Sure. I was looking through Crain's New York, a local newspaper here in the New York area, and I don't know if you know Bonobos, the men's clothing store. Of course. Okay, good. And they were profiling their customer service ninja. And I said, a company that's so dedicated to customer service, ninja's a play for the words, but they have a guy dedicated to serving customers like that. So we're having him there. And for me, I hope the audience learns the importance of customer service, how to do it, and also even some of the technology behind it. So when you say
how to do customer service, what do you mean?
Right. Well, Jim, I think that it's easy to have a policy that says if you have your receipt, you can get a return. That says 30 days, money back. That's what many people think. But I really think customer service is a way of life. One example, yesterday, Jim, I was sitting in Wendy's. The Wendy's employees was next to me. The sandwich, Jim, looked nasty. The guy said, do you want a new sandwich? I said, no. He said, can we do anything? Because, I'm an easy guy, Jim. I just said, heck with it, forget it. As I was leaving, he gave me this paper that said, please get a free meal the next time you're here. Mm-hmm. I pushed him to say no, but he took it upon himself to say yes. That's a culture, in that case, of customer service, as an example. So that's the kind of things I want to hear from
tomorrow. And you know what, Ramon? One of the things... When I was growing up, when I was coming up as a young pup in the marketplace, what you just described, that kind of attitude, you didn't have to train people to do that.
Right.
I have to say that in those days, and folks, it wasn't in the 1800s, it was actually in the 1900s. I know some of you are thinking that, but in the 1900s, there was a time when people showed up to work. Their very first job, they didn't have to be trained to be attentive to customers, to say thank you, that kind of thing. That's not the case today, is it?
Right. No, you're right. You're very true. I mean,
training, you can't presume that your employees are going to do it, that they know what they need to know. You have to train them. You have to instill that culture you just described, Ramon. You have to instill that in them, don't you?
Right, no, for sure. And I think part of it is you have to hire for it, because I think many small businesses, as you said, you can do some training with it. We have a manual, but really it's finding the right person who really wants to serve, who knows that, without these customers and without loyal and repeat customers, I don't have a business.
But, but Ramon, I'll tell you something. I agree with you, but I know a lot of really good human beings that for whatever reason, the culture, the generations, whatever reason it may be, actually are not tuned into the fact that customers need to be loved up, that we need to take care of them. I mean, you've got to, even if you hire good people, you've still got to train them and make sure that they understand beyond a shadow of a doubt that there's only one prime directive in a business, and that's to take care of customers.
Right. And that's very true. And I mean, and looking at the big companies as an example, I mean, I think of Starbucks as one example of that. Again, they're a very big company, but the principle, what do they say, Jim? I don't know if you're a Starbucks guy. You probably are a diner type guy, but my point is, you go in there, and they say, if we don't serve the thing or the coffee right, gladly we'll make it again. Mm-hmm. All their customers do that. Now, McDonald's is a big company. They've grown, but you can feel it's just different. Mm-hmm. So, small businesses, the profits are thin, Jim. And we need those customers to come back over and over and over again. That can only happen through great customer service. And
especially, and this is such an important point, Ramon, because small business owners, and I've tried to tell them this, I've been telling them this now for over 14 years, we don't have to conquer the world to be successful. All we have to have is our 20, 50, 100, 200, whatever, a small number of customers. That's all we have to have, but we have to have the customers who want to do business with a company like us. Well, we got to work really hard to get them to want to do business with us. It only takes one mistake to maybe cause them to go away forever.
No, that's true.
We can't afford that, and that therein lies our margins, doesn't it?
Right. No, and that's very true. And I think one thing that I learned is that sometimes you even have to do customer service, and I'm sure there's other words for this, until it hurts. I had a big customer of mine one day. I gave them back a lot of money, Jim, because of a mistake that they made. I didn't make it, but we had a disagreement. Guess what? They're lifelong. They came back again and again for more.
You can't run those people off.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Ramon, the event can be found, your event tomorrow can be found at smallbiztechnology.com?
Yes, or smallbiztechsummit.com.
Small Biz Tech Summit, and that's in New Jersey tomorrow, right?
New York City all day tomorrow. New York City, 8 to 5 p.m.
8 to 5, and we got can you say the location?
Sure, it's in the Metropolitan Pavilion, which is in Midtown Manhattan. Metropolitan Pavilion, for any of your listeners who want to send their live, and again, typing in Jim Blasingame will get them complimentary tickets. Several available, and then if not, there'll be those available for a steep discount.
Okay, and so folks, he's gonna give you this is so you can that's to get in or to do the live feed, the live simulcast.
Correct.
Okay, folks.
That is correct.
Don't say we didn't do anything for you. Check it out, and right there, smallbiztech.com. Is that right?
No, smallbiztechsummit.com.
Smallbiztechsummit.com. Check it out, folks. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk some more about some of the things that they're going to cover tomorrow at the Small Biz Technology Summit, smallbiztechsummit.com. Check it out and get those free passes to attend in person or to watch the live simulcast. I'm going to take a quick break, 20 after. I'm Jim Blasingame. Stay with me. I'll be right back.
Insperity presents the Small Business Advocate Show with Jim Blasingame, brought to you by FedEx, CareerBuilder.com, and Palo Alto Software. This is a copyrighted production of Small Business Network, Inc., intended for the private use of our audience. Except as otherwise provided by copyright law, all other copying, redistribution, or publication without prior written consent is prohibited. All rights reserved.